Mais de 40 milhões de americanos votaram nas eleições de meio de mandato, que renova parte da Câmara e do Senado dos Estados Unidos. Em muitos estados do país, o número de eleitores ativos foi recorde, mas a participação massiva não deve alterar a tendência de votar em parlamentares de oposição ao presidente, como aconteceu em eleições anteriores.
The act of voting against the incumbent White House party is pretty normal since World War II. You won't see any big new legislation, and the Biden administration will have to use all of its executive power to defend itself. But that is very typical of the second 2 years of a president's administration in America.
Republicans will almost certainly win the House. It would be surprising if they didn't, and they will probably win the Senate, though it's a little more murky there. So they will gain control of the House and the Senate, and they'll just put a stop on everything policy-wise that the national government's able to do.
Se a alternância do Congresso não é o grande X da questão nas eleições de meio de mandato, o pleito deste ano ganha relevância por um motivo que tem nome e sobrenome: Donald Trump.
The 2022 midterms in America are different from other midterms in particular because it's really a turning point for the Republican Party, most of all. It's either sort of turning back towards Donald Trump, their nominee in 2020 who lost, and he played an active role in endorsing candidates and being on the campaign trail, which has never happened before for a losing presidential candidate.
In the more recent history of American politics, this is the first time we've had an election where we actually have a lot of candidates who are running saying that they don't accept the results of the 2020 election. I can't think of any period where we've seen anything quite like that.
Para os especialistas, o fato de os republicanos ganharem o controle da Câmara e do Senado não deve ser lido como uma sobrevida política de Trump, mas tampouco o ex-presidente deve ser subestimado. O que é importante, na opinião dos cientistas políticos, é zelar para que as eleições transcorram de forma legítima, assegurando a firmeza da democracia americana.
I think all democracies are fragile, but it looks like we're having pretty good turnout in this midterm election. We had very high turnout in 2018, the last midterm election. So when you have a lot of people voting and it goes smoothly and people are declared the winner and we move on, it is hard to say that democracy is dying. That means lots and lots of people voted, and the people they voted for won the election, and now they're holding office. So if all that transpires peacefully, then I don't think that democracy is dying, but there will be people in office that want to restrict other people's civil rights. And America has been there before. We have fought these battles before, and we will have to fight them again.
I am concerned because our politics have gotten so nasty, effective partisanship, dislike for the other side is so deep that increasingly Republicans and Democrats see each other not as sort of well-meaning individuals who just have a difference in opinion, but as the enemy, as threats to the state, threats to the future. And that's not very healthy because now instead of thinking, oh, well, my team lost this time, but we're gonna re-gear and we're gonna come back for 2024 and we're gonna try to win those elections. The feeling is we lost and it's really, really bad, and the political system itself is at stake. That's troubling.